Hey everybody, welcome back to some more early morning barking, talking about BPD and MPD by somebody that has both. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and do all the socially things scrolling past you on the screen right now. Before we get started, I have a little bit of news. There are now YouTube memberships. I've had Patreon for a while at patreon.com/earlymorningbarking. Please go on over there to sign up. I'm really trying to get people to sign up at the moment. Really having a bit of a push on that. So if you've been thinking about it, now's a really good time to do it. There's extra videos and podcasts. I'm doing 2 extra videos a week now, and it's £3 a month. It's pretty awesome, you know. And you should really, of course I would say that, but, you know, give it a go. And if you're watching on YouTube now, which you are, because anyway, there's a join button on the web page just below where you can click it and sign up, and you get all the same videos from Patreon. And I've put them all up there at the back catalogue of them are all there already. And I'm just going to, the same videos will be put on both things going forward. So if you prefer YouTube to Patreon, then there you go. Also, something that's a bit less relevant in the future, but I need to tell you today, I'm doing lots of live streams this week, starting at 10 o'clock UK time, which I think is 5 p.m. Eastern time. Like I say, I'm really trying to push Patreon supporters and YouTube members and all the other things I can do. So come and join me on some live streams, and we'll chat about anything you like, really, and have a bit of a laugh and just hang out, and hopefully, yeah, I can get things moving. So today, let's go into why I'm doing this push, because we're here to talk about dealing with anxiety and panic and feeling overwhelmed and some catastrophizing and lots of other things. Let's see, I've woken up in this mood about 7:30. It's now 2:22 in the afternoon, and I'm just starting to calm down a bit. I have almost made some very rash decisions in the last few hours, you know. I nearly shut the whole thing down. Right? All of this YouTube thing. Very nearly there. If you're one of the, I think, 10 people at this point who have subscribed to my blog channel and seen my latest video, you can see what a bit of a mess I'm in. So basically, I have become obsessed with the growth of this channel. It's become a major focus because of outside pressures at first, but it has also become an inward pressure thing. And I've gotten worked up to the point where I was worried that we're approaching the end of me being able to do this channel, right? That we're approaching a point where I have to say, I have to give up on this YouTube business. It's not working. I've got to go and get a real job, etc. I can't do this anymore. And while I've been doing this channel, that's been a very real possibility for a while. And I thought I had more time than it's turning out that I have. And that has made me go into panic mode. And so for the last 2 months, I've thought about nothing but this problem. And I've eventually built it up to the point where I've made it my own internal pressure. I've decided that if I can't grow this channel by X amount, by whatever time, then it's not worth me doing. Then I'm doing another thing the same thing that I did with the podcast network, where I ran it for years and it was dead. And it was because it meant more to me than anything, but not to anybody else. And I've been very worried since starting this channel, that I would get into this same cycle again of always feeling like success, aka being able to live off the income from it, is just around the corner. And if I can just keep going, just one more month, just one more year, just one more whatever, then I'll get there. And I am so wound tight now. I'm so on edge that I was prepared to just walk away. There's problem solved, right? No more anxiety, no more worry, just burn it to the ground. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to just say that I'm just going to destroy it all, because this means too much to me. That fear, that anxiety, that tight feeling in my chest that's there is making me want to do that right now. Because I'm not just thinking about what's happening. I have lost touch with the reality of what is happening. Right? The reality of what is happening is this: that my channel continues, not regressing. Things are actually okay. And I wasn't worried about all this stuff, certainly not to this degree, until this outside pressure was put on me. And while I'm finding some things frustrating and humps to get over, problems to overcome somehow, I'm really just feeling frustrated at these things that I feel I'm not making progress in certain areas. And all the time worrying about this outside pressure. And this dealing with this is really difficult because, like I say, I'm wanting to just... If you follow me on Twitter, and you should if you're on Twitter, twitter.com/barking, @barking, whatever. I've had a little mini rant thing. And this is all part of it. It's just like it's so close to rage. It's not rage, but it's a close cousin. This anxiety, this panic, this want to run away and hide. I would like to be sat underneath the desk I'm sat in front of, ideally with a blanket of sadness and despair. 2 blankets. And this is horrible. This is a horrible feeling. I'm trying to go through the motions of my day, like making a video and talking to you all, posting other stuff. And so I've got myself worked up to where I need to do these live streams to try and get some more supporters, to try and bring people over to Patreon, to try and get people to post super chats or super thanks, those kinds of things, to try and sell merchandise. And I want this feeling to stop. And I feel like I've got caught on this path of my brain has decided, no, you need to do this thing. You need to do these live streams. You need to get people over to Patreon. If you get them all over now, then that's great. That's what you need to do. And it kind of is what I need to do. But this panic, this anxiety, this feeling of being overwhelmed that comes with it, and it comes when you see you're not doing as well as you want to be. And yeah, I'm not doing as well as I want to be, but am I doing as well as I should? Those are 2 entirely separate things. And I know I'm not doing as well as I want to be, but I don't know if I'm not doing as well as I should. Perhaps I'm doing exactly as well as I'm expected to be with the level of output I've got on the content I make with the age that the channel is. I don't know. Maybe I'm actually doing very well. I have no comparison. I compare myself to people who I see doing better than me, and this frustrates me. This just gets me wound up. Why aren't I doing it? Their channel's growing faster than mine. They're making more income. All of this stuff that I see other people doing, it's frustrating me and building up and making me feel overwhelmed. And that, with the added panic, with the added worry, it just makes you want to just walk away. Because why would it not? It's terrifying. It's horrible. I cannot tell you what it feels like to feel like this. Well, I'm trying not. That's the whole point of the video. There are feelings of inadequacies, feelings of failure, feelings of anger, projected rage, feelings of despair, just fear of the future, fear of the unknown, feeling of not deserving good things, feeling of being cursed, feeling of why should I bother, and then why should I bother becomes I'm not going to bother, and then if I can't bother, then this leads down a very dark path. And this is all anxiety that's been put into me. You must do this by then. Like I'm not doing the best I can. Like I'm not doing everything that can be done. I need to also be worried about immediate short-term growth. And maybe I should be. But not like this. Not like this. The stuff in life I've missed out on because of this feeling over the last 2 months. So how have I got to this stage today? Because obviously I've not burned it to the ground. I've made a video. I've published other stuff. I'm still doing my live stream and I'm talking to you all about signing up to Patreon or joining the YouTube members thing. I'm talking through my anxiety and my feelings of overwhelmness. Is that a word? I don't care right now. How the hell am I doing this? Why didn't I just burn it to the ground? Number one, do it tomorrow. This feels like a fairly do it tomorrow level event. Because we're talking about like just declaring an end to YouTube videos, sulking off, stupid YouTube, didn't want to do that anyway. All of that. Guess I wasn't good enough. Why didn't I just sit opening Kinder eggs and packets of Pokemon cards and going, ooh, look, a shiny one? Why didn't I just do that? But I don't want to. But I don't want to do that. I don't really want to do that. It's difficult to say it and do it and make it happen. And that means I don't want to do it. And if I don't want to do it, if something's not performing as well as I want it to, is the correct solution to shut it down? Well, yeah, if it's like costing me money or harm or something like that. But this isn't doing that. Not at all. This is just not performing as well as I'd like. It's not performing. So is the solution to just walk away, smash it in, just give up? No. Surely not. Surely not. Surely the solution is to carry on and persevere and to do more if you can and work smarter. Find out if there is something I'm not doing or should be doing or shouldn't be doing. I'm sure I'm not facing a problem that hasn't been faced before. And so walking away and burning it all down feels like an overly dramatic, catastrophized solution to the problem, doesn't it? I mean, it's the just bring it to an end thing. Just get rid of it. And that doesn't make me happy. That's not what I want. So I do the do it tomorrow thing. Do it tomorrow. The next thing I did, I've actually written down a conversation. I don't know if that sounds odd at all, but I've done that. What would I say to me if I came to me with my problem? and sort of put myself in the headspace of calmer, sensible Rich. I spent some time role-playing as myself. And it helped. Because in here, in this mess of anxiety and panic, I'm still in there. I can still think clearly and intelligently as I ever do. And I can sit and imagine and roleplay in my mind what I would say to somebody if they came to me with the problem I've got. Because if somebody came to me with my problem, I wouldn't say, do you know what? You should probably just give up. That wouldn't be my advice. That wouldn't be how I would handle it. I would do things very differently. So I'm going to call it having a word with yourself. And it actually helps. Ask those questions. Why? What are you upset about? Why are you upset about that? What do you think the solution? I've got it here. And it's just sort of getting myself to clarify things, to write things down. Because my BPD cluster B mind will catastrophize. It will come up with so many things that have gone wrong. Why it's the end of the world. Why I can't possibly continue. And it's noise. It's not just a voice in your head. It's a crowd in your head shouting at you. Telling you you're not worthy, that you're not capable, that you're not deserving, that you're cursed, that you're a failure, that you should give up. It's all there all the time. Some of it's just crowd noise. Some of it's in the voices of people I know. And you try and cut through this. It's so hard. It's so hard. I want to run away and hide. I want to burn it all to the ground and run away and hide. I wonder if that sentence flags up anything on YouTube. We'll see in a bit, won't we, when I upload this? The urge, the desire to do that, to go to bed and sleep. I should have had a nap instead of making this video. I should have just gone to bed and stayed there. But I can't do that. That's not the solution to the problem. Run away and hide is not the solution to the problem. That's not the advice I would give. The advice I would give is if it's something you love and want to do, then you fight for it. Then you keep doing your thing. You keep making your videos. You keep watching new subscribers come along, because they do. And maybe do your live streams and see if you can get some people to join Patreon at patreon.com/earlymorningbarking, or hit the join button in the description below. There's links there already. Because what else am I going to do? Running away and hiding is not an acceptable solution. I've done that before and it didn't work, and it made things worse. So I'm not going to do that today. I need some positives to happen to me. That's a certain. You know, I could do with some support. I could do with some help. I could do with people visiting patreon.com/earlymorningbarking and supporting me in the channel, getting extra videos and podcasts every week, just like this one that you're enjoying so much. Fear, anxiety, and dealing with it. Them. Fear, anxiety. Oxford, comma, and dealing with them. Necessary comma. I'm comfortable with it. I know people who don't like it, who are shouting at me now, going, no, you don't need that comma. I know. I just like it. I'm going to leave this there. I've spent enough time talking about this. And I want to get on and do things. And I think you can see that when you start to talk to yourself properly and ask the right questions, I really like this idea of being able to latch onto that bit of me that is calm me. That bit of me that I like, and just say, well, what is he going to say to this? He's not going to say burn it to the ground and run away. Hey, there's your YouTube flag. He's not going to say that. He's going to say, do the thing. If you really believe you can, do the thing. So you do the thing, I guess. I'm going to see you on the live stream tonight, right? I'll see you there. I'm going to see you over at patreon.com/earlymorningbarking, and I'm sure I'll see you following me on Instagram and Twitter. Links all in the description below. Get a t-shirt too, why not? You know. Anyway, I love you. I'll see you later. Bye.